Hey guys, it's Jane, back with another haul video for you. This is my latest haul from yesterday. All of this stuff was purchased at Goodwill in Edgewater. I initially planned to go to the other little thrift store over there, the church thrift store, but they were closed for some reason. I drove over there and they had a sign on the door that said they were going to be closed, but that they would be open again on Saturday, because that's the one that they're only open 2 days a week. So since I was already in the area, I figured I would just stop in to Goodwill and see what I could find. And I got a few good pieces, so we'll go over that. So the first thing I picked up was this green deviled egg plate, and the thing I noticed about it was the old sticker there. It says PWF Japan. I'm not really sure the brand of that, but I recognize it as a vintage brand. And just the style of this is vintage. And then in doing some research on that, this is like 1950s, 1960s, and it doesn't have any kind of chips or cracks on it. It's got like some wear marks on the back there from being used, but overall really good condition. And I just like the color. That's mainly why I picked it up. And there's a lot of different types of styles of these that other companies had made too. But this is PWF. I have to do a little bit more research to figure out exactly what that brand is. So I paid $4 for that, and these can go for $12 to $15 plus shipping. I probably will wait until around like Easter or something, or probably Christmas, because the green is very Christmassy. So, and I know a lot of people still make deviled eggs for the holidays, so I'll probably list that closer to Christmas. Another thing I picked up was these little coasters. They appear to be handmade, but I just like the color. I'm a big fan of like the rose gold coloring, and I thought that they were interesting and they could be something cool for like Valentine's Day time, because they've got these little metallic hearts and everything, and they've got these little rubber feet on the bottom. So they've been used, they've got some little marks on the edges there, but I think they're nice enough to where somebody might like those. I paid $1 a piece for those, and I'm thinking 12 to 15. Again, being handmade, I wasn't able to find anything like it online, but I think 12 to 15, and we'll just see what happens with that. The next thing I saw was this really cool metal bird's nest basket, kind of like a trinket basket. You could put jewelry in here, or your keys, or whatever you want. It's got kind of that farmhouse style that a lot of people seem to like. And I couldn't find a brand on that or a maker, but I just really liked it. It's pretty substantial. Like, it's heavy, it's good quality, and a lot of people like birds, so I figured somebody might like that. This I paid $6 for, and I wasn't able to find any that were sold exactly like this, but there is another one on eBay right now, and the guy is asking $35, which I think, for me personally, I think that's a little steep, so I'll probably price it closer to $25 and see what happens. It even has like a little bit of a nice coppery finish in some spots. So I thought that was cool. Next is this pottery vase, which I didn't recognize until later is actually local. when I got home, because I tried to look at the bottom when I was at the store, but I guess the lighting or where I was, I couldn't really see the bottom of it. But on the bottom here it says Muddy Art, Davidsonville, Maryland, which is not too far from Annapolis. So I thought that was nice. There's no damage on that at all, and it's a nice heavy quality, and I really like the glazing. The brown and blue glaze on it, and it's got like this ribbed pattern throughout the vase. Heavy, good quality, so somebody might like that. I paid I think $6 or $7 for that one, and I'm thinking probably going to list that closer to $30, just because it is good quality. The next thing was this little vintage elephant teapot. I just thought it was too cute. It's got this little baby elephant on top with the trunk up for good luck, and the colors were really nice, and I could tell it was like hand painted and that it is vintage. I couldn't tell exactly how old it was until I got home and did some research. These are from the 80s. And it's got a maker's mark, a mark on here that says made in China. I don't know the specific maker, but it's from China, and it's got these little gold accents around some of the paint. So I just thought that was really sweet. So for that one I paid $6. And that one isn't a huge seller, unfortunately. I was looking on there, and like somebody had sold one of them for like $10, but the highest I could see it being sold was about $18 plus shipping. So that's probably where I'll start on my listing, and then just see what happens. And I really like elephants. I think that was cute. Going along with the animal theme, I picked up this little gold mouse. I wasn't really sure what it was at first, but I thought it was interesting enough to where I could take it home and research it and figure out what the deal was. But I just thought he was really cute, and it looks to be a quality made piece. And I took it home, and doing some research I found out that this is an anthropology piece, and it's a cookie press. So again, this is probably going to be something I list closer to Christmas, because on the bottom here, it's when you press it into the cookie, it says not a creature was stirring. So I thought that was really cute. So somebody might like to have that to make their holiday cookies. And I think it just looks nice as like a display piece even. Like even if you weren't going to use it, just have it sitting there on your kitchen counter. I think that looks nice enough. So I paid $3 for that, and they go for around $22 to $25. The next thing, it was one of my favorite pieces that I picked up, is this beautiful metal and like enamel trinket box. It's got this butterfly on it with a flower and these different colored rhinestones. It's got some white rhinestones, blue rhinestones, and even like a couple of green ones on the edge of the wings there. Let's see if I can get it to focus a little bit more. So yeah, and then just like the green coloring and the flowers in the background. It was just really pretty. It's a good quality piece. The metal is pretty heavy, and it's hinged, and you open it up and it's got this little mirror. Let me see if I can open it one second. So yeah, you open it up and it's got this black velvet inside, and then it's got a mirror at the top. Hi! So yeah, so you could put your jewelry in there or whatever you want. Put it on your bedside table, whatever you like. I know a few people who really appreciate butterflies, myself included. So this was made in China, and yeah, it's just a really substantial, beautiful piece. This one I paid up a little bit more for compared to the other items. Let me see, what did I pay for that? Yeah, I paid $8 for that, but again, that can go for $22 to $25. So, not too bad. The next thing was this interesting bottle. I'm coming to recognize more and more Italian and Spanish glass as I pick it up, and this is a recycled glass bottle made in Spain. I don't know if you can see the label there, but yeah, it says recycled glass, handmade in Spain, and it's got this embossed floral design on the bottom there, and the way that it's shaped and the way that the top is, I think this originally was supposed to come with a cork at the top, that it was like a drinking bottle of some kind, but you could even just use this as a display piece. It just really looks lovely, like the way the glass is kind of lightly tinted green. I feel like if you put that on like a windowsill or something, that would catch the light pretty good. And there's no damage on that at all. And I paid, what did I pay for that one? Yeah, so I paid $5 for that, and there's similar ones. I haven't found one online that is my color, but there's other ones that are this exact bottle in like cobalt blue and green, and they sell for around $20. Next, in the glass section, I found this little wall pocket vase, this art glass wall pocket vase. It has like a signature on the back. I think it says Carly on it. And it's got these like green flecks, these like foiled green flecks inside. And it's got an embossed heart on the front, which I thought was really cute. And you can see the opening there. You can put, you know, whatever you want. You can put flowers, you can put notes, mail that you need to check, whatever you want. And it's got this little wire that you can hang it on the wall. So I just thought that was pretty. I paid $5 for that, and again, can't find any exactly like mine because this is handmade, but they go for $10 to $20. So I'll probably just list it high and take offers and see what happens. The next thing I picked up was this wood tray, and I really like wood grain things, and I'm just drawn to this style for some reason. But the biggest reason I picked it up was, if you look at the back, it's got this stamp on it that says genuine monkey pod. And I know monkey pod is a pretty popular thing, and a lot of monkey pod pieces are mid-century. So it definitely has like that mid-century modern design and shape to it. It could use some mineral oil, and it's got some wear marks there, but I just think it speaks to the age of it and gives it a little bit more character. And it also has like this darker line in the wood that I just thought makes it stand out. So, you know, you could use that as a serving tray, or again, just kind of put it on your coffee table and throw whatever you want on that. I paid $4 for that, and the prices on these are a little bit all over the place. I saw them being sold just for one tray anywhere from $12 to $40. So with mine having this wear and these scratch marks, I probably wouldn't go as high as $40. But, you know, it's still a usable piece, a nice piece to have on your table. Sorry about that, guys. One of my lights fell over. I had to pick that up. And then the last piece from the haul here is actually the one I'm most excited about. I picked this up because I knew that it was Polish pottery, and I know that that's a popular thing, so I knew it was going to be a good resale, but I didn't realize how good it was going to be, because there's a lot of different patterns and things, and you just don't know. Some of them sell for a lot more than others, but it's got this stamp on the back, handmade in Poland, and apparently this specific pattern is pretty sought after, the one with the star in the middle and then the trees that go around. And I picked this up. I think this is a pie tort or like a pie plate of some kind, but I picked this up for $8, and this specific one sells for around $55. So again, that'll probably be something I wait till closer to Christmas to list, because the last one that sold for $55, that sold in June. So I think maybe if I list it closer to Christmas, I might even be able to get more for it. Who knows? But yeah, overall, it's got some good stuff, and we'll see how it goes. So a couple other things I wanted to talk about are in regard to some of the items from my last video. I did get a couple of offers on some things, but I didn't end up accepting any of the offers, and I'll talk about why that is in just a second. Okay, so first, this is not an item from a haul. This is an item that was in our closet. It had been sitting there for a while, and I decided to, Chris, my husband, had decided to have me go ahead and list it. It had just been sitting in there for a while, and we were trying to kind of do a closet clean out and get rid of some of the stuff that we weren't using. So this was his late father's, and it's a vintage Washington Redskins stadium blanket, and it comes inside of the original carrying case, and it's from a brand called Pendleton, and they make a lot of high quality wool coats. Usually coats and hats are what you'll find, but they did also make this stadium blanket. And doing some research, I found this is from the 1970s. So I took it out and I looked it over. It doesn't have any kind of major issues with it or anything. It's got like a couple little spots on the logo there, but overall really good condition. It could use a little bit of cleaning just because of how long it's been stored for. But anyway, I was looking online, and one that was similar to this but that didn't come with the case had sold for I think $180, and it was a little bit worse for wear compared to this one. So I went ahead and listed this one for $200, and I got an offer from a guy. Originally he purchased it for $175, and I was very excited because I had posted it, and then like 5 minutes later he bought it, and it was like, wow, that was a quick turnaround. But then he canceled it as quick as he bought it, so that was kind of a letdown. But so apparently, according to him, he was going to buy it for his brother as a birthday gift, and apparently his brother already has one like this, so he canceled, which was fine. But then I put it back up, I listed it back up there, and then I think maybe 5 days later he messages me and asks and says that he would like to purchase it, and that he was going to just take the logo patch off of the blanket and give that to his brother. So anyway, yeah, so he wanted to buy it for $150 shipped, so including shipping. And knowing the fact that the other one that had sold for $180 was in worse condition than this one, I really didn't want to go that low. But so what I told him was, I said, let me go ahead and send out an offer to the other interested buyers, see if anybody buys, and then if they don't buy within a couple of days, I'll go ahead and do the $150 shipped. So he agreed to that. I sent out an offer of, I think, around the 180. So I sent out an offer of 180, and then, like I said, like he had agreed for 2 days because the eBay offers are good for 48 hours. And in less than 24 hours, the guy messages me twice, like, hey, you know, I'm looking to buy this for the 150. Hey, I sent that offer for 150, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I just, you know, I message him back. I'm like, you know, I would do the deal, but at the same time, like, I really didn't want to go that low, and at this point I feel like you're being a little bit pushy, and you had agreed to let me send out this offer for 48 hours, and you're just constantly, like, now you've messaged me twice, and honestly it was less than 10 hours after I had sent out the offer. I'm like, you've messaged me twice, and you're just, you know, you're being too pushy, so at this point I'm just not comfortable with accepting your offer. And so he said that was fine, and so I declined his offer and just put it back up. So I've got a few more people watching it right now, and I'm thinking that once it gets a little bit into fall and into the football season, somebody might go ahead and buy that. So we'll see what happens with that. But so on to the other things from my haul. There was a few things that people had sent offers on that I didn't accept, and I'll talk about that now. Okay, so this is the set of cat plates that I had filmed in, I think it was my second video. I picked these up at Goodwill as well. I think they were $3 a piece. And I listed them a little bit higher just because, you know, they are a set of 3 and they go really well together. But typically if you sell each plate individually, they go for about $15. So $45 is like the lowest I'm willing to go on these. But I got an offer from a lady for $25, but then she messaged me and says she already has one of the plates and she just was looking for 2 of them. I think she said she had this one where the cat was looking out of the window, so she only wanted the 2. But so I messaged her and said, like, that's fine, but I would just need to make you a separate listing for these 2, and then in that case I would accept $30 plus shipping. So I can't accept the offer that she put on this listing, because if I do, and then I only send her the 2 plates, she could come back and claim that I didn't include the 3rd one, you see. So I have to be kind of careful with doing things like that. So I'm waiting to hear back from her on that, but I wasn't going to accept $25 on this set. So we'll see if she gets back to me on that and see how that goes. The next thing I'll pull up, one second. Okay, so this is the other thing that I had gotten an offer on. I listed it for $269. There's another one online right now that is in similar condition that is listed for $279. So I just went a little bit lower just for a little bit of competition. But anyway, I got an offer for $200 on this, which, you know, you think, oh, $200, that sounds good, but in retrospect, this is a very rare, exclusive color of this fairy lamp, and it's really sought after. And honestly, like, I just like it too much to accept $200. You know, I feel like $200 is a little bit low given the price that I've listed it for. So honestly, I sent a counter offer of $225, and I said, you know, $225 is going to be my best price, and I'll ship it with care, and it's in excellent condition. There's no damage, and it includes all 3 pieces. So, you know, back in the day, maybe I would have accepted a $200 offer, but now, knowing the exclusivity of this and just getting more into my niche of this vintage glass and things like that, and learning about these things, I feel like I can hold on to it for a little bit longer, and I'm not really, you know, I'm not really pressed to sell it for that. So it's got a few watchers on it right now, and we'll just have to see how that goes. So, so yeah, and then for last but not least, I wanted to show you, I know in the last video there was a couple of pieces of glass that I told you would glow in black light, but I was waiting on the black light flashlight to come in the mail, and that's here now, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what they look like under the black light. Okay, so here is the uranium glass measuring cup that I talked about in the last video. And look at that glow. I was very excited when the flashlight finally came because I'm a big fan of uranium glass, but this is the first piece of uranium glass that I've actually thrifted. So it was pretty exciting. And then the other piece, which I was originally calling uranium glass, is not uranium glass. It's actually Vaseline glass, which I'm still learning about that kind of thing. So those things are kind of new to me. But yeah, that's down here. And apparently uranium glass is automatically going to have this green tint to it. The Vaseline is going to be more like opalescent white color. So that is the early 1900s Norwood or Northwood piece. So it really glows beautifully. So I went ahead and took some pictures of that today, and I'm going to be listing that shortly. So very exciting stuff. But anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And again, all of my stuff in my haul is going to be going into my eBay store, and I'll post a link to that in the description of this video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.